Now than I've ever been before to stand for your rights, to defend your rights against any of these political attacks, regardless of what polls well. What's most important is that you guys are freedom-loving Americans, and you need people representing you who will stick up for you when they're elected as your voices, whether it's Albany or down in Washington. Am I right? Yeah. Law-abiding Americans, freedom-loving Americans. Whether it was up in Albany, where we got rid of COBIS, which never had a single hit. Whether it was opposing micro-stamping, which was easily defeatable with just household tools. Co-sponsoring efforts down in Washington right now to allow concealed carry, or to allow law-abiding Americans to be able to transfer their ammo and their firearms across state lines. Law-abiding Americans. I'll tell you what, it's these moments when you're elected where you get even more emboldened. You are reminded why you raised your hand to serve in the first place. How many veterans are here? Thank you to each and every one of you. I cherish my freedoms and liberties. I believe unapologetically that I live in the greatest country in the world. And I believe that that's nothing for any of us to ever apologize for. And I know that everything that makes our country the greatest nation in the world is because of the sacrifices of every single person who just raised their hand, and their families, including our law enforcement, our firefighters, our EMTs. I'll stand with you shoulder to shoulder any day. When I see people protesting the flag and our national anthem on the 15th anniversary of 9/11, I will speak up against it. And I'll take whatever heat is coming my way, because that is the right thing. We all have causes. We all have causes that we are passionate for. But no matter what that cause is, that we are inspired to speak up and get active and try to make a difference. No one in this room protests the American flag and the national anthem on the 15th anniversary of 9/11. We spend that day reflecting, honoring, praying, with gratitude, the heroism, the bravery of the people who went up those towers when every natural instinct was to run away. After this November's election, and I go back down to Washington for a second term in January, my passion for representing you will only grow stronger. My ability to stand in front of the Secretary of State, John Kerry, 5 feet in front of me, and to share with him as we debate the Iran nuclear deal. You may be the Secretary of State, but you, sir, do not have the authority to surrender America's greatness. You all gave me that ability to say that. And I cherish that. And I'm here not just to ask for your support, but to say thank you for what you do. Thank you for loving this country. Thank you for loving our flag. And I believe that going forward, all of us need to be doing more to strengthen our relationships with our friends, treating our enemies as our enemies, never sending our military to harm's way unless they're sent with a plan to win. And when our veterans come home, we treat them with the love, dignity, and respect and support that they deserve. We're going to put their lives on the line for that flag. I'm going to have some people here from my team. Nicole is in the back. Raise your hand, Nicole. Nicole is going to be passing around some clipboards. If any of you are interested in volunteering with the campaign, I can use your help. There's only 6.5 weeks left to go. And I also ask you to support some of my good friends who are here. Some folks here actually represent me. And for all of you who live in the 3rd Senate District, congratulations, you guys had a big upgrade when you elected my successor, Tom Croce. And Tom's up again. And he's a good friend. 3 tours in Afghanistan, with 2 with the Navy SEALs, 1 with Special Operations. He's a good man. and I want him to continue being my state senator. But for all the people who are here who deserve re-election, please support them. Thank you to Peconic Sportsman for doing this every year. Thank you all for coming out. It is a privilege to be able to represent you in DC.